My name is Marco and I am going to show you how to upload your documents for the New York State COVID-19 Pandemic Small Business Recovery Grant Program. I am representing WEDCO and the United Small Business. To get started, you want to go to the website NYS smallbusinessrecovery.com. On this page, you will be able to apply. If you haven't applied, you click the Apply Now button all the way at the bottom. You can also call this number for help, but we'll hit the Apply Now button. It's going to open a new tab. It's going to give you a queue, and then it's going to give you a little box so that you enter your information. So if you haven't applied, there's another video that shows you how to do that, but you click the Apply Now button to start the application. For those of you coming back and you need to upload your button, this video will go over how to do that, specifically for taxi drivers. So what we want to do is type in your email address, the one that you used for your application, and then your password. If this is the first time you're coming to this page, you will have received a password, a temporary password, in an email. So check your email, check your spam, check your junk folder for that email. It's going to come from a company called Lendistry, spelled like this, Lendistry. It's going to say Lendistry, username and password. It's going to have a purple button. It's going to have the details under your email address in the body of the email. You can check out another video that shows you what that email looks like. For now, we're just going to get started. We're going to click the Sign In button. And now it's going to show you the application. So the number that starts with the sort of pound sign or whatever, the number sign, and then it says DIR, that number is your application number. You can use that when you call the 800 number that's up at the top of the screen to ask about the status of your application, to ask more information about everything related to your specific application. We're going to click the button underneath the amount. So this amount is it's an estimate of what I could receive if my application is approved. This is just a test application, so don't worry about it, but click the Upload Documents and Bank Information button. It's going to turn purple. It's going to bring you to a page. It's going to have all this stuff on the sides. You unfortunately can't click that. You can only upload the documents. So check the right box. If for taxi drivers, you're going to be a sole proprietor without employees. So make sure that that's what that one says. It's going to switch some of the requirements underneath that. So when you apply, you need these first four items to get started. That's the application certification. If you don't have that, or if you don't know what that is, get that from the NYS smallbusinessrecovery.com. Go to application certification. You look for this document. You fill out your initials, in my case MC, 22 times. And then you want to sign it electronically or print this out and then sign it and upload it. So here are 22 different points. You fill out your social security number. You sign here. You type your name. You write your name. If you're a storefront, you would put in your business name, but in the case of a taxi driver, this would be your name, your home address, the date, and your title. So here we could put owner to get started. And finally, your social security number or your ITIN number. So that's that first document. You would click the purple button. You would look for it on your computer, and then you would click the upload button beneath it. Do that for the next button. This is the government issued photo ID, your 2019 personal tax return, and your 2020 personal tax return. So that includes your Schedule C and your individual tax return. So make sure you have all that documentation. At first they had said just your business ones, but now they're saying everything. So let's do everything. And then you would again click the purple button, look for it on your computer, and then hit open, and finally click upload documents. The next group, it's got a blue star next to it, a blue asterisk. These are items that they will ask for later. So proof of business location. So they want 2 documents that show your business location. For the taxi drivers, that's going to be your home address or anywhere that you are registered. So for this box, what you want to do is you can select something like a bank statement, a car insurance. If you have your own vehicle, you use your personal liability insurance that you use for your Uber. There's a full list on the NYS Small Business Recovery site. So here is the list of location and current operation. So it says current lease. So if you're leasing your vehicle, that could be that document. Utility bill, current bank statement, current business mortgage statement, business credit card statement. So if you have a credit card that you use to pay the gas or to pay certain expenses for your car, I would use that. The bank statement, it should be the account that where you're getting paid by Uber, for example, or where you're paying for your other expenses. Professional insurance bill. So this was what your car insurance. This is what that would be like. Payment processing statement. So this could be anything that you get from Uber, Lyft, or Independent that shows all of your transactions that you're getting from them. So make sure that it has your name on it and preferably your address on it. And then the last one is if you collect sales tax. So not sure if that applies to you, but if you are paying separately sales tax, New York State, New York City sales tax, then you could use that as well. Okay. Let's go back. So that's what the proof of business location means. They want 2 of those. So please select a bank statement, your insurance statement, maybe the Uber receipt or the Uber invoice. The next document is the NYS 45. So that is only if you have employees. For independent contractors, Schedule C, sole proprietors without employees, like Uber drivers, taxi drivers, you're going to select the NA box. That's for not applicable. You do not have employees. You don't have to worry about. The next item is IRS Form 4506. So this is a document from the IRS. If we look for it online, Form 4506 IRS, we can find what that document is. You can start filling it out and printing it if you want. But if you go back here, it says only if requested by Lendistry. So what is this document? This document is to give Lendistry permission to request a transcript of your taxes or tax returns from the IRS. What you want to do is you put your name, first name, last name, your social security number, then the social security of your spouse if you are doing a joint tax return. So, if I'm married, I would do my wife or husband name, wife last name, and her social security number. your address. My previous address. So if my taxes in 2019 showed a different address than in 2020, I would type that in. If it's the same, you can skip that. And next is going to ask for the EIVS participant name. EIVS is the vendor, so that would be Lendistry. I don't know this information right now. This is something that you would have to call and find out from Lendistry what that is in order to put that in there. The same thing with the transcript requested. So again, they're saying only if requested by Lendistry, so they will let you know what forms you need, but that's what you would fill in here. I'm going to guess it's going to be the Schedule C 1040. And so what it is, this document does, is that we're asking permission for them to get your transcripts. So they only want it in case that there is an issue. They're not sure if they have all of the pages that they got or that they need, and so they're asking for that information. Here it's asking you for the date of period in the correct format. So, again, ask Lendistry for more information. It's giving you the piece at the end. So here we probably want to do a range of email addresses, a range of addresses, dates regarding your taxes. You want to put your name, you want to put today's date, your phone number as it shows up on your taxes, and then finally print that and sign it or sign it electronically. And then you also want to check the box that says that you are declaring that you have the authority to sign this particular piece. If you're married, you want to put your wife's name or your husband's name there too. They want to sign it and they want to put it. Okay, so that's the 4506. That's only if you need it, but if you want to get it out of the way, go ahead and sign it. Call Lendistry, find out what the EIVS participant name, address, and SOR mailbox is. Next, you want to do the proof of business organization. So this would be, in your case, TLC license. If you're operating in New York City, a New York City TLC license can work for it. Can also use current business license or business certificate. For some of you who are let's say a corporation, certificate of organization would work, or articles of incorporation would work. If you have a store, then you're also going to have the certificate of authority. So that's that you have the right to collect sales tax. So that's what that document is. But for taxi drivers, this is where you put your TLC license. Finally, there's the additional business owner. So this is if you have a partnership or some other corporation, then you can have multiple owners. If you're a sole proprietor, you don't need to worry about this. So as most Uber drivers, put not applicable. So if you have a 1040 Schedule C, put not applicable there. And then the last step potentially is to link your bank account. So again, the recommendation there that we've been told is this is the last step. You don't have to do this until you are told by Lendistry, you've been notified, you got an email or a text message that you were approved for the grant. Then you could either link your bank using a system, an electronic system called Plaid. So you click the continue button, you find your bank name. So if it's Chase, do Chase, and then you log in using your online email account. I'm sorry, your online bank account. Or you can, sorry, I'm going to go back to the page. You can so type in your bank account information. So here it says business name as shown on checking account. If you're just using your personal name, like most taxi drivers, for your bank account, putting your name. Then, so your name, your bank, the bank address. So this would be the address that shows up on your checks. So on the checks on the upper left hand corner, it should have an address on it for the bank. So you type that in. It's usually a P.O. box, something or other. The state, bank city, the bank state, the bank zip code, then the routing number and the account number. So make sure that those are correct. So he says, this would be the number that's on the check. You can look it up, routing number on check. So, from personal checks, it's going to look like that, routing number, and then the check number, and then your account number. On business accounts, it might look a little different. So here, this is a personal check. So this would be the routing number, the account number, and then finally the check number. So 1234. You want the routing number and the account number in those two fields. Business accounts look a little different. They're a little bigger, and the location of the address is a little bit different. So here it is, the routing number and then the account number. The check number goes first. It's a little bigger, and so that's what you would use there. What Lendistry is saying, the recommendation is to have a separate business bank account. So if you don't have one, if you've just been using your personal bank account, you might want to talk to Lendistry. You might want to go to a bank, a local bank, and open a business bank account to receive these funds. So that's their recommendation. Give them a call. Once again, the number is going to be up at the top of the NYS website. So here, here it's going to be at the bottom. And then here, I believe it was in the top. If you click Save and Close, it's giving me an error right now, but it should be here somewhere at the very, very top. Here we go. So if I log back in, it's going to give me the number up the very, very top. Here's my account number, or rather my application number, and you can ask them to review your application or to let you know if they see any problems, and then ask them about that bank account information. That's it. This video is a little long, I know, but hopefully that gives you the basics about what documents to upload for this piece. Like I said, they want 2 business location proofs, and what they've told us is bank statement. You can look at it here, but bank statement, current lease, utility bill, insurance bill. For taxi drivers, I recommend bank statement, insurance for your car, and then if you have that Uber statement or a Lyft statement or any taxi statement that from your processing direct payment processing system that you have, that would be great. So that would be like your end of the year transactions or your monthly transaction that shows that your business is receiving cash. Is receiving a payment from Uber. So people pay through the app, and then you get a check from Uber, and so or direct deposit from Uber. So it would be that monthly statement that you get from Uber that shows that you're still getting paid by Uber, Lyft, or a different system through the TLC, Taxi Limousine Commission, whatever that might be. Okay, so that's it. I hope you have a great day.